And no idea, because I was actually talking a lot about who I expect to win. You were asking me about the score lines and stuff like that. So finally, who do you think will come out victorious in this one and face off against Hop in the final?
I will be. Good one, actually. I think we're going to see Reason Gaming. Or I say we see Reason Gaming in this. I just, I have the feeling that the Brits can make it. I have the feeling that the Brits can go far, and my biggest hope is to see them there in Hamburg. That is my biggest hope. So I'm kind of fangirling right now for Reason Gaming, and let's see if my dreams can come true.
Huh. Okay, well, for me, I'm probably gonna stay with eSuba right here. I feel like it was a little bit of a hiccup, and after seeing their previous match against TTFU, I feel like they're gonna do fine.
We're going to find out right now. First of all, Reason Gaming, 3 players without armor. That is quite unusual. The investment there goes quite interestingly. As we see, Cinder is the final boss, means he gotta do a lot of frags. Here comes Blue with 1. But there comes Attack 9, the end boss play that we now need to see. Hanky down to 2 HP, needs to find frags. And the bomb is getting planted. That is some good additional money.
Bomb is down, and 2 HP remaining on a Henki. Cinder doesn't even have enough to bring him down now. Karmapanga just dies real quickly, and will be the first round taken by eSuba. So, who was the one to win the knife round again?
eSuba.
So, right, it's happening again. Possibly they're going to be the ones to grab the advantage. Yeah.
What I find more concerning that the frag there in vent room didn't happen with Scott not getting, or Cinder, I think it was Cinder, who didn't manage to find that important frag, which could have helped them out so much. 2 HP was the player there, and then instant denial. But they got the bomb plant, additional money, going for a round number 3 buy will be the case for Reason Gaming. Now let's take a look how they will approach that B side as Hanky waits for 1, finds 2. No, only that 1. And now we're going to see if they even make it onto the site, because Hoodlum is somewhere totally else and gets taken down in the end.
Okay. Blue, luckily enough, he stayed sober until the very end of this round. He was able to control everything, and yeah, no bomb plants for Reason Gaming. The money is definitely important in this game, and right now they're going to end up with 50 and 100 for Thomas and Cray. All the other people have nothing on their accounts left out there. They have some smokes, but they have no mollies, no HEs. That could be a little bit of a problem. But then on the other side, eSuba, it's not like they have some SMGs left after these anti-eco rounds or something. They have solid equipment. That's something I like to see.
And that solid equipment now could be working. As we've seen, first round, they got the plant. Second, they just try to make anything possible. Those AKs, not much utility. I mean, 3 smokes they have, that could just be exactly what they need. And it could be exactly that round where eSuba is going to fail. But first of all, in the next 60 seconds, something has to happen. We have 2 players on highway, interestingly enough, while it's only Blue who's left there. Oh, Cinder, what a beautiful shot there onto Blue. This is a way to start things off. And now they come highway. Cinder with another one. Cinder with another one. Let's see. Nope, not going to happen. 3 versus 3. We're back to the bomb plants.
I feel like it's so unlucky he didn't get that third one, because it seemed like the easiest shot out of all these 3, in my opinion, actually. But yeah, there we go. Akko evens the things out. Back to 2-on-2. The round's not yet over, mind you. Hollum is behind the forklift. Thomas is actually going to be sitting in a pretty tricky position because, oh yeah, he gets spotted out so easily right here, but he gets the kill. And Akko, immediately his attention was drawn to Thomas. Oh, Hollum just finds that kill so easily. Alright.
That was, those frags that were happening onto the A site. This is a way to start it off. Cinder helped out his team massively with this. Brings eSuba down to a really squishy, a really weird kind of buy. As we see, the Deagle's onto Akko, the FAMAS onto Blue. It's a smart decision because the only difference they have is the head armor, but I don't really understand why they just switched up guns. It's, magic. We cannot explain that, but Look at the aggression. Look at that, what Blue and Freddy are trying to play. That could be key.
Key to victory, possibly, but 1 round, and it's just the beginning of the map, but we already see so much stuff happening. I was mentioning how Reason Gaming had very little money left after buying up in this previous round, but, well, they got it, so right now they're feeling so much better. And eSuba, they only played with a single FAMAS, all the rest had M4s. Now that leaves them with some holes in their economy. They're not able to keep it up with a full rifle setup.
Oh, and that grenade brings Caparzo here for the rotation back. 45 seconds are left onto Reason Gaming, so the Brits need to do something. Thomas finds a good frack onto Hanky. This is the way to start things off. But Caparzo and Akko are there to take down whoever wants to push from that island. As we see, Thomas realizes where Akko is, just finds it. No, gets him only down to 73. Does not get another one. Back to a 4 versus 2.
Okay,
So
it's the last.
changed.
So Cinder, he's got a double kill previously, now has only 1 on his account and has to get a double more. Cinder is going to stop the bomb plant from happening. 10 seconds remaining. I don't think it's a smart idea right now. The CTs are peeking, but they're not running him down just yet. They're going to actually try to work together, and that's a wise decision they made in here. And a round will be won. So Blue with the AWP, or actually switches out for an AK, tosses the AK over to Freddy, who's already got an AK for himself. So yeah, just wants to care as much as possible for his teammate. But yeah, they will have that AWP saved up. So eSuba, they lost 1 round where Reason Gaming just barely had the AKs and some grenades. That looked real impressive by Reason Gaming, but Cinder this time was not able to pull off as impressive of a play like last time.
And as we remember, they played Cobblestone already, both of the teams. They played against each other, if you don't remember. So if you just joined in, just 3 hours ago, Reason eSuba met, and Reason took down Czechoslovakian mix on Cobblestone 16-7 with a brutal 11-4 half. Maybe it's now time for eSuba. Yeah, this was our warm-up match. This is just practice, and now it's real. It's live. And that could become problematic for Reason Gaming. Smoke is landing, and Caparzo gives himself the opportunity to not see anything more, but frags are happening.
So risky of a timing right there with that smoke, but he manages to get 1 kill for himself, and all the rest of the kills are flowing straight into the hands of his teammates. Caparzo with a triple kill combined, but 2 of these frags were taken by P250. Now he wants to run down Thomas, who was also playing with a pistol until a second ago, but the M4 helps him get 1 more kill. But 2 more people remain, and both of them are coming in from the same angle, and that's going to be too much for him, with the flames burning underneath his feet. So 4-1 in favor of eSuba, indeed, as you say. Maybe it was just a little bit of a warm-up, but then on the other hand, I feel like it was just that they didn't feel comfortable enough. Maybe so early into the day. Maybe they didn't have much time to warm up a little bit earlier.
I think it was also because of Cobblestone. Of Cobblestone, because statistically speaking, they've played way more cash. They are way more familiar with it. And that UK squad doesn't exist for too long. The guys don't have the biggest experience speaking for themselves. So I just see like guys like Cinder who did great jobs on other maps, and he has a rating of 1.11, but that is because he only played 2 maps, so not representative the slightest bit. In the past, though, he has played for Sex and the Irish national team. So never underestimate those guys.
And there we are, Akko. Blue with a double kill, and yeah. Reason Gaming are not going to find any success on that bomb site, eh?
And pause.
So,
Cinder.
pause, cast in.
Cinder doesn't want to play anymore. The guy from Ireland just said bye-bye. Got to do something else. What is there anything stereotypical for Irish people? Like for Brits, it's tea time and cookies and the Queen, but Ireland, I only remember Guinness, and this is all I'm coming up with.
Yeah, so like I would say that beer, and also like for me, clovers.
What is that?
Like leprechauns in the garden, and like 4-leaf clovers, you know, for luck.
St. Patrick's Day, of course. You know.
Yeah.
How can I come up with that? Yeah. No, foolish me. But right now, Reason Gaming, let's take a look at that economy, which forces them once more to say, no, unpause? Wait, what are they going for? Why is Reason not... Aren't all players connected? Can't they go?
Possibly they also want to use it as a tactical pause other than the technical.
Yeah, that would be understandable, but I mean, in this round, there comes the unpause. Finally, we're seeing the game resuming. Caparzo goes for the have fun, and now let's take a look, because pistols are the only thing on the board. Scott could technically go for MI6 agent James Bond himself with 007, but let's see if they find those frags. If Reason can make something possible with those pistols, with the aggression they now will put towards store. Take a look at that play. It will be explosive, it will be fast. And eSuba's reaction should be just frag one after another. Here comes one. Oh, and that is... Oh, that was a good A-side take, actually.
Alright, now the bomb is down, and it's gonna be the A-side take that completely backfired last time. So maybe during that pause they discussed what went wrong, and oh man, Henki getting an easy kill on Gray. Jumping up like that was not the smartest idea, and only Kamapangia Scott remains. Good incendiary, he's got to run straight into the crosshair of Henki. So Henki actually got 2 free frags right here on that retake. The first one was Cray hopping on towards the forklift for no reason, seemingly. And then the other one was actually forced out by the incendiary. Kamapangia running straight into his hands himself.
Yeah, I think they were more surprised that they even got that plan, so they didn't care that much about their survival. But that is not the point. I mean, when you got the plant and you got the possibility to win it, why would you go aggressively into the hands of your enemy? It doesn't matter, though. The aggression once more comes in. Flames are onto the boost. The idea of Cray doesn't work out, and look how close Akko is. He has the option to go and vent, leaves himself with a good amount of possibilities. And that mid control, I mean, we didn't talk about that yet because we didn't have Mirage, but mid control on Mirage and Cash can be key, especially as a terrorist. Look at that, Akko. Those shots.
Yeah. Completely missed the spray down, but then Caparzo and Freddy got the kills at the same time, so he can correct himself instantly after. It's going to be a double combined, and 7-1 in favor of eSuba. Man, this time it looks as swift and as smooth as it looked for Reason Gaming, or maybe even better.
Yeah, but all the games pretty much looked smooth and swift so far. Entirely throughout the whole Legend series, and this is day 1, we did never have double digits on the losing team. That's still quite surprising to me. I mean, what our Reason Gaming doing right now is going for pretty much a full buy, if I see it correctly. Yeah, the majority doesn't even have decent money after this one. And it's 6-point lead could advance to a 7-point lead, which will bring eSuba the Hall of Time number 1.
Yeah, we were talking about how that knife round can change everything, and I don't think it's the strength that lies in the knife round, but definitely eSuba this far. The superior team on Cash, good. The spray down through the smoke, and it's only a single person that goes for it. It's actually 3 people firing shots at that smoke. 1 kill though, turn in favor of Reason Gaming. Cinder with a double kill. Once again, Cinder gets going. When he gets going, it gets real dangerous, but when he's the only one that's doing something, it's a problem. 8-1 in favor of eSuba. Nothing Reason Gaming can do at the moment. They don't even come close to taking these rounds.
And I mean, a guy like Scott should come up with something better than that. I mean, he is technically the 3rd best player by rating, which are not really representative. But in the end, 0.9, and that works out so fine right now, actually. It just is concerning. I'm sorry, I totally got myself mixed up in the brain. 0.9 is his KDR right now. This is just never. Not in 10 rounds you should be on that scoreline.
Well, even the missed AWP shots, I guess he got pissed because he couldn't get that frag with the Tech 9. And with the AWP, it turns out even worse. But Hoodlum, they lined up for him. He died at the same time Blue did. And they gave him a rifle. That's quite questionable, but then on the other hand, do eSuba even care? He's down to 14 HP, they're still in a 2v1 situation. Even if he gets the bomb planted, I feel like at this stage it will just make the game more interesting for them, more intriguing, while at this moment they're just playing with toys.
Yeah, that is a great metaphor, because eSuba, the last game already felt like a good exercise for them, but this one, my god, it goes so good for them. So smooth, so concentrated. And here comes Hanky, says, welcome, Hodlum, nice to see you. And Reason can buy and buy and buy, but it does not help them out the slightest bit. They don't get the entries. They somehow get the entries then, but then it's the after plan that goes horribly. Way too aggressive, way too wrong positioning. And also, you have to say, eSuba does great work with the grenades they have on their hand.
Now with Reason Gaming not doing too well against Hop Esports, is there a chance that eSuba, when they face up against them, will actually have stand a better chance? Will we actually get to see an evened out match? That could be great to see. If all the matches this far are pretty one-sided and the finals is actually a real full-blown match, that would be amazing. To at least make that last bit of the group more interesting.
Yeah. But this is a little bit sad. I mean, also for the viewership, here comes Thomas. He finds one unfriendly. That could be maybe the second round for those guys from Reason. But there comes one. And this is already one player less. The off Thomas finds another one. Hanky.
That's nice.
Oh, not the 13 HP are left onto Thomas. He barely survives. It gets out of the danger zone, flies back into main. And now it is pretty much only on to Plu. Because rotation from Aqua needs to come quick. And that's all just sending horribly wrong. 2 versus 4. And can eSuba actually make it back right now?
For now, bomb plenty is there. eSuba are trying to retake it, but it's really going to be complicated. Hodlum, I feel like a good position, but he actually does not make the better of this fight. But then Thomas saves him. But then Thomas is down to 13 HP. Hodlum down to 2 HP. These are nearly 3 kills, but they're not going to reach any of them. Caparzo falls back to try and save up the AWP. I feel like he's got such an amount of money. It's not necessarily a must for him to save it.
Oh, that flashbang could take down Thomas, would be a good one. And there comes another body shot. That's a lot of economic damage being dealt, actually.
Definitely, with the AWP falling down, that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. This is where it gets problematic right now. Reason can still buy. They're on that affordable kind of brink. But those guys who are measuring with miles and pounds are now down just only 7 rounds. And eSuba, they got the halftime a while ago. Now it's just about pretty much damage control for Reason Gaming in halftime number 1.
Okay then, a missed shot from Caparzo. That's a thing that actually makes this round a little bit more complicated at the start for him, but it manages to make away. So Reason Gaming were not really trying to catch up with him. And I was talking a little bit about Caparzo on the first match that eSuba played today. Expected him to do a lot better, but now he's doing quite fine, but still, it's not the best shape that I've seen him in.
No, but what was the jump about right there? The first frag happening onto Thomas should have never just went that way. And I mean, that Irish guy, Cinder, let me take a look right here. It's the second best player. He does some average kind of work. And now he's the best one on the field for Reason Gaming. Now he needs to show that Christian's Vodganovs can be the carrying role. Because you want to connect to the performance you just did last round. Otherwise, it is kind of worthless if you don't do it on regular basis. 10-2 it will be then, and eSuba can live with that half more than good. Because in 30 seconds, what will Reason come up with?
Oh, Blue, he's gonna get the kill on the other guy. Actually, and back to 3-on-3. Thanks to that injury frag on Thomas, is gonna be still in their range, but Cinder finding an impressive kill and finds another on Caparzo. Actually, we don't get to see that, but Arco has to look at all the different angles at the moment, and I don't think that there's a possibility for him to take care of every single one of them. The flash doesn't even blind anybody, so the worst that could happen, I guess.
Yeah, we just had about it. You know, we just were talking about this guy. We're just talking about Cinder, and then he suddenly steps up. So there comes Reason Gaming with a third. There could make their way in a sixth. And I mean, a 9-6 half is quite all right. You can work with that. And if they take eSuba this second, this could help them out massively for the reason that eSuba would be down with the economy. Then they have a massive problem.
A bit of a spray down in there and not much damage done. But on the other hand, Thomas is down to 2. And Thomas, I feel like he's taking a lot of that entry damage from the enemy team. In the previous round, down to 13. Actually, 2 rounds ago that was. After getting 2 kills with the AWP, so yeah, quite impressive. But then the counter boost from eSuba, and they managed to take him down as the first kill. Now, tons of damage delivered to him from the very first moments of the game. And Caparzo is going to find an opening kill in the middle. That's going to be Cinder, actually, rather than Thomas. Thomas is the one to find a reply. But the damage has been done. However, I feel like eSuba without the AWP, it might be a bit harder for them.
Yeah, now they're going here majorly for that B side. Not much we have seen so far on that close range site. And here comes one. Akko has been spotted out. One of them gets in, but Hanky's positioning could help up so much. Frags being found everywhere around the map, and it's just about getting this bomb plant denied. But this is not going to happen. And the positioning of Cray could become really, really critical, because there's also Thomas, 2 HP from behind. Oh no, this is not keeping his patience. Blue should be aware. 2 versus 2. And there we go. Wow,
oh, wow.
That was surprisingly quick.
That was quick indeed, and 10-3 it is going to be in favor of eSuba, so there's also a possibility that overall the map is going to be quite quick if they continue like that. Actually, lately, Reason Gaming getting some space for themselves and getting a couple of rounds going, making it a little bit closer, but it still does not really look like an even game. One single frag on Karma Paglia, who I'd expect to be one of the top players on Reason Gaming. That's disappointing.
That's really disappointing. But, I mean, Cinder does his job quite alright. Thomas, ooh, that was close. Scott, excuse me, nearly gets that famous wall bang we have seen so often on Reddit, on matchmaking. You know, the people, you know, try hard for that. Molotov lands perfectly, another Molotov, and the aggression there from eSuba. Is that necessary? Yes, because they get the first one. Do they get the second? The spray from Thomas does not hit anything anymore, but back in just a matter of seconds, we're back into a 3 versus 3 so quickly. The decimation happened. Oh, okay, Cinder. Long range UMP. This is the way you love submachine guns.
Oh, you had to dig him so many times, I even lost count, but then at the end of the day, still allows this team to take the round. It doesn't matter, of course.
Yeah, this is, you know, I don't know how the UMPs recently got its nerf, but somehow I don't feel a big major difference to it. It just feels very similar. That what we have seen just from highway, from top, like from A site to highway, that is a quite long range for a UMP to do headshots, so painful, but eSuba getting for everything they can. We see the UMP on to Caparzo, the rest plays with the pistol, so let's see what they can bring out of that. As we see Reason fully equipped. And that equipment should bring them at least a 5th.
Alrighty now. That should be Reason getting a shot at turning it all around in the second half if they win the pistol round. But we're always at that one point, same point, I think, in every single map that we've seen this far. That it all goes down to winning the pistol round. And if you don't, you don't even get close to the enemy team. But then even if you do win the pistol round, as we saw in the first match of the day, it's not enough to win the map.
This is where it can get problematic. Freddy finds one. Ouch. Oh, another one. The pistols do work. Akko finds one through the smoke. Gets not a second as Scott barely survives with 8. Cinder on 100. Caparzo plays the key role right now. Oh no, and he misses.
Well,
that should have never happened.
But you still have to keep in mind that it's one of his first kills. He gets a triple kill right here, and he only had one single frag before this round, so... or actually 2, alright. But it's interesting how I just pointed him out that he should be doing so much better, and he does finally start doing something. So 5th round for Reason Gaming. Karma Pangia, that's his regular nickname, I guess, that he uses on HLTV and that he's used for quite a bit of time now.
Is it?
But his name
man,
is Scott, so we can just call him Scott anyway.
Yeah, you're right. You're Karma Pat. You're fully right. But who calls himself? I'm way more happy with Scott. That sounds like a civilized, normal name.
Well, then go ahead and do that.
That's my Scotty boy, but eSuba right now with the 10-5 lead, having 4 players onto armor. Caparzo plays that role. Decoys all over the map. And that A-take. They gotta be quick. If they open the door, they gotta be out of this. Thomas should not hit a shot. Oh, and the rotation from him is happening. Just go out now, get that plant. And it even works. Look how easily they're on the site.
Well, Hako. Real important to grab that bomb plant out there for them, and Reason Gaming, they were supposed to win the pistol round. Why is it not happening?
It gets problematic. It seems like Reason does not just find the connection to the last few rounds they got there. Oh, beautiful by Freddy. Should be another one. And here we go with the free K from Freddy. Finds Cray in the end, 11-5 lead. The expansion of the difference is getting good. The tactical finesse onto eSuba now just needs to be shown, and then they can decimate Reason in a matter of seconds.
At least, though, Reason Gaming were able to get 1 kill during that pistol round. I guess that's all we can say for them. That is not really an excuse.
You know, that's nice. It's like a gimmick. It's, you know, this is like when you get socks for Christmas. It's like, yeah, I could use those, but not really like I wanted them. And there comes Thomas and Cray using their pistols aggressively. Freddy having not the slightest bit of an issue finding Reason Gaming's player 3 versus 5 in a matter of seconds, and that A stack is existent.
Scott to actually get 1 kill yet again for Reason Gaming, but in pistol round they stopped at that 1 kill. Now is it going to be a little bit more for them? They got the 5-7s. They definitely have a chance of doing something, but keeping it at a long range isn't going to be so amazing. But then it might seem like they would like to save, possibly. These Kevlars could be pretty worth it, and surely the AK on Karma Pangia is going to be the one weapon they will want to stick to for the next round.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's kind of sad, like how they're just forced to go for that another eco pretty much, but they can work with it. At a 12-5 scoreline, nothing is really lost yet. It just looks very, very advantageous for Henke and his team. And there's going to be a bomb a bomb explosion in a second, additional money as well. And it seems like we have no repetition of the story. Seems like it all stays differently this time. Reason Gaming took them down on Cubble. Now it's eSuba getting a great lead on to Cash.
Alrighty. Reason. I don't know. If it is anybody who can pull it off with that AK-47, then it's Cinder. If he goes for once again, a double or a triple, amazing headshots all over the place, it could work. I feel like it could work, but I don't really know how to still transform it into a big comeback because of how far behind they are at the moment.
Yeah, this is exactly what you're saying, pretty much sums it up, because the aggression that comes here from Reason Gaming onto A is quite massive. I mean, they keep it simple. They keep themselves onto the side, but 3 players fully dedicated to it. Like, no one just standing highway, 2 middle who can directly rotate off. It is the full commitment. Henke realizes now the players also know. Akko finds Cray, and with 60 seconds left on the board, it should be more than possible to take this side. It should be more than possible to secure round number 13. But Cinder is on the side. If he uses his AK properly, he should be able to find those frags. One after another.
Yep.
Let's take a look at him.
Oh, I think Hako has caught a glimpse of that barrel of the AK-47. Right now, he might not be able to take the kill, but I felt like some other terrorists would. Oh. Freddy sprays both of them down and saves the day for eSuba, but this round is still alive for them. But just as well it is for Reason Gaming. Will he know exactly where blue is? It's going to be a nice smoke right there. He doesn't want to run him down by climbing up that electric. But no defuse kit might be a little bit problematic. And also they're just missing each other by the threads. And, well, it's going to be blue to win the fight. And important double kill definitely from Freddy. I feel like he's been the hero of this round for eSuba. But the finisher has been dealt by blue. Out there in 13-5 brings him so much closer, but Reason Gaming will finally have a full buy, so this I feel like is a last chance.
Yeah, in total, Freddy delivers more than a good performance so far. He does a great job. Aqua, what? That was quick. That was a fast frag we're just seeing right here. And this is a way you can just make it possible, as we're seeing. A good frag, a good possibility that we're seeing. Thomas shut down. Welcome to the round that is just 25 seconds in. And what's more problematic, that after this one, those guys from Reason pretty much have no money left. So whatever's going to happen, they must eco or force through. This is dependent on their play style, but the aggression from the op, Comparzo, makes it possible to take Cinder. No, he smokes himself. So he stays there in vent.
Okay. That's a little bit of a thing, because Reason Gaming already being one man down needs as much of an advantage as possible. Karma Fangio will be forced out, but then Cinder could support him a tiny bit. He doesn't even reveal himself just yet, if I'm not mistaken, and indeed he's going to be able to get the kill on Akko with a little bit of a backstab. Also takes down Caparzo. Now, finally Scott reveals himself with the help of Holland. They have another frag on Henke, and perfect cooperation right now on bomb side B of Reason Gaming.
But look at the rotation. They're so quick about this, and now it's just time. If they don't get those two players early enough, the plan will happen in a matter of seconds. Here it goes. Blue's on the site, and we see no kid onto Reason. This just basically forces them to do something in the last 10 seconds or just directly evacuate. Oh no, that was too aggressive, and here it comes. Cinder finding two. The Irishman getting a 4K this round.
Well then, the game is still on, and as I said, this is going to be the last chance for Reason Gaming. And I was talking about how Cinder, when he saved up the AK, could maybe do something with it. Well, he's got it done now, and it's not too late, definitely. But Reason, I don't know if they can pull it off when everything is on the line, when eSuba actually get themselves 14 or 15 rounds. It's gonna be a bit too hard. I don't believe they can win 9 rounds in a row from that point on.
I personally agree with you. I mean, the buffer is so big onto eSuba. They have so many opportunities to just keep on playing like this. It's 7 rounds difference. They have 7. So at least 3 buy rounds should be in this. If not even more. Not going to mention those forces they can do as well. So Reason really need to consider how they're going to play this out. How does their master plan look like? How did the UK guys come up with something? Because that A take will be once more happening. Akko takes a lot of damage. Hold. Oh no, Hodlum gets taken down, and the frag should now happen onto the site. If they get Cray, it could work out. But that is the denial of the plant. Yeah, and at least that frag has to be found.
Oh, well, actually, there's a little bit of a chance still with that Deagle on the hands of Blue, but he's a little bit pinned down with the enemies knowing exactly where he is, and he burns down tiny tad to that molly bit. It just was about to end. Cinder around the corner, he's not going to be spotted out. There's Karmapang, yeah, actually delivering a tiny bit of damage to Blue, and there's no headshots. But in the previous round, it was Cinder. Now you've got Gray with round by round. Somebody's going to be stepping up like that for Reason Gaming. Maybe they will, after all, get the equalizer.
Yeah, but that needs a lot of time, and that needs a lot of dedication. I mean, if Freddy, once more, goes for one of those rounds where he's ham, I mean, we're just 21 rounds in this, and he's already on 24 frags. If he goes to play like this in the future, if he goes just more and more, then he should not have the slightest bit of a problem. What confuses me, though, that they don't give Freddy that AK, because he only plays the attack, and is definitely their main fragger, but that's how the decision is made. eSuba should just basically keep their calm, say, okay, we are pretty much on our way to victory. Let's relax for a second. Let's take a breath, and let's go for it. Because the last thing you want is rushing all the time and just being unconcentrated in the end. Here comes the dedication to the A site. We see Blue makes his way through, checks every single corner, and now he just makes his way directly onto the site. Smoke lands perfectly, and look at that plant position here from him.
Interesting, definitely. Yako also finds the kill on Thomas at the same time. Yako making it a double. I was about to say that Freddy holding on to that Tech 9 might be the tiny little thing that pushes them over the edge. But no, that seems to not really be the case. Yako, for everybody that's been stepping up for Reason Gaming, he's the man that actually finally does it for eSuba. Him getting that triple kill. And Odlum getting the kill on Blue. I don't think he'll be expecting Freddy to also be in the main. Actually, he thought about that, but did not have enough to even hit the enemy once. Not to even talk about winning the fight.
That is just sad. That's just really, really sad to say it like that. Pause is now onto Caparzo, interestingly enough. Okay. That maybe they just want to finalize it. You know, maybe they just go for it and say, attack the DDoS. Oh, okay. That is not good at all. That's definitely not a thing you want to have in such a situation. Anyway, Reason Gaming, 7 rounds difference. Look at their buy, please. That is concerning on every way.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, when eSuba actually get to that 14 rounds mark, to the 15 rounds mark, I don't think it's going to be possible for Reason Gaming, and especially with this kind of equipment. And they're going for it, and they're probably going to lose this round, and on the next one, it's not also going to leave them in a pretty light or anything like that, so it's tough. It's real tough to see MP9 only and all the others playing with pistols. Cinder's probably going to have something more serious, but is it really the right way to go? They will have only 1900 income for this round if they lose it.
Yeah, I think they just don't want eSuba on that 15th. They don't want to even give them that option. They want to have that little bit comfortable buffer of one round. Caparzo comes with the on-pause. Seems like everything is fixed, and now we're going to see if eSuba bring it on to the 15th, or will Reason will keep themselves alive, will keep themselves in that tournament more and more. Up to the Slovakians, up to the Czechs, guys, to just say, okay, Reason, you had your chance. It was nice playing with you, but it's our turn. Oh no, look at the dedication.
I think they're being heard right now.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't seem like the greatest idea, but Thomas finds one kill. And that's where it ends, actually. Kamafang also spotted out, and Tanky might be a little bit low in health, but the rest of the team feels good enough to step up to the challenge.
I think not stepping would have helped out a lot. That could have maybe even brought it, but so far we're seeing eSuba retreating, saying, no, we're not going for that anymore. Feels not really good. And then Reason with 2. With Cray and Cinder. So now it's just about pure skill and outthinking your opponent. Let's see if both of the UK players can do that, but it's hard to imagine so.
Well, we might be seeing just the last moments of Reason Gaming right here in this tournament, unfortunately. And still waiting for their opponent at the moment is Hop Esports. And these guys will be more than ready to face off against either Reason or eSuba. I don't think there's going to be a problem with that, because, yeah, eSuba might be winning with Reason Gaming, actually, in contrast to what's happened in the very beginning of the day. But is it actually enough to overpower Hop, who have beaten Reason Gaming to just 4 single rounds?
And there we go.
With another headshot, and Cray is probably just going to get finished off. At the moment, he doesn't even have a better weapon, so I'm not sure if it's going to be worth to hold on to it. While on the other hand, they're not going to get much money. So if he picks up the M4 and saves it, I don't think they will regret it. But he gets the headshot on Blue and then dies.
That was a nice try, but that is pretty much it. Reason Gaming, take a look at that. If eSuba doesn't mess it up massively, this should be just game, set, and match, just already at this point. All having those AKs, all having the rifles they are looking for. Does Blue really play with that? Oh, okay, he has the AK. I was just a little bit confused, but now let's take a look. Approaching B side instantly, and they only need to fight Cray. Now they all need to find Scott and Hodlam, the South African guy. So let's take a look how Akko and his team are trying to achieve a victory out of this push.
Well then, there's Akko, immediate of a kill. And guess that's the beginning of the ending. Blue and Henky also spraying down some more enemies. One deagle shot has gone through, but does not break the spirits of eSuba at all. The spirits of Reason Gaming, I'd say, are broken at the moment.
It's just a matter of seconds till this is pretty much gone. This is just a matter of seconds till we're seeing our finalists for Group A, where we see Hop Esports versus eSuba. We got an interesting match, we got an exciting match, but now Thomas needs to do insane and crazy things, or this will be it. There we go. 16-7.